mean, they sell this hard, and look, they got one guy here and one guy here, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5, 6 defenders deep. And when you have that many people back, there's nowhere to throw that football.
Loss of 9 yards, so the third quarterback sack of the game for the Cowboys, who have 38 on the season. Second down and 19. Back to midfield. Cunningham drills it, and it's caught. That's Maurice Johnson, the tight end, with his first catch of the game, despite a valiant effort defensively by Kevin Smith.
Tony Tolbert again with some pressure off the top. Working against 76, Broderick Thompson. He gets the chip, and then what he forgets to do is post to the inside. When you get that chip outside, as an offensive tackle, you have to post. Tolbert saw he gave it up and worked right back inside.
Tolbert's had a busy day and a good one. Third down and 8. Cunningham passes to Calvin Williams. He's got it, and it's a first down inside the Dallas 30.
Boy, two guys who have not given up today have been Calvin Williams and then Bernard Williams, 74, because he's had his hands full. And you see, they don't even chip him. They just leave him alone, and he allows the time for Cunningham to make this throw outside. And Calvin Williams, Calvin Williams has showed up today, and he's saying, look, if I got to do it by myself, I'm going to do it.
3 catches for 34 yards for Williams. And here is the handoff on a good fake inside to Walker. He gets a few. Pick up of 4 yards. Well, Calvin Williams has not necessarily been covered. He had been open, but for some reason they haven't been able to find a good underneath receiver the last several weeks.
Yeah, maybe that little angry look between Barnett and Cunningham coming off the sideline on the previous series means that Calvin Williams is going to get more balls.
Okay, Fred, I'll go to Calvin.
That's right. Take that.
On the 25 of Dallas. Another fake. And a sprint out. Cunningham going deep. Touchdown to Barnett.
Well, I guess he's not that mad at him.
Not anymore.
This is all Cunningham. They go with that boot. He's going to come rolling back outside. He buys the time. Dixon Edwards bites right there. See that? And that allows the time because this is a crossing pattern with Barnett. And he comes all the way across to beat Brown in the back of the end zone.
25-yard play and the 5th touchdown catch of the year for Fred Barnett. Eddie Murray on, and that is the first touchdown today by the Eagles, who have had to play catch-up throughout. Murray's kick is good. And it's 21-13 now. Cowboy lead is cut to 8. Cunningham, Barnett. Familiar combination. Well, the crowd has come alive for the first time really today. 21-13. The Cowboys still lead, but the Eagles connecting with their first touchdown of the game. 7 plays, 54 yards, and Cunningham 4 for 5 in that drive. Jeff Wilkins will kick off. Williams and Marion back in. It'll be Williams at the 6. And Williams.
Oh, the heck of a tackle by the kicker.
That's the second tackle that Jeff Wilkins has made on the return man today.
Well, you're wondering how that Freddie Barnett got open. So watch the safeties and watch the play action back here and see how they bite. And when that happens, that opens the middle of the field up. And then Brown looks back at the quarterback. And when you look, you don't find a receiver. And that gives you the separation vertically. And then the other key is watch the block of Joseph on Dixon Edwards. That cleared that whole side and allowed the ball to be thrown.
Following the 36-yard kickoff return, first down Cowboys on their 41. Behind Novacek, but he makes the play anyway, and Michael Zordich trying to wrestle him down, and very close to the first down yardage goes Jay Novacek. He has not been a factor as a receiver today.
Yeah, that was his first catch. But a nice job of Pete of looking over the coverage and then finding the open guy out there to the left flank. Again, he's having nice time to throw the football. I think a nice job very quietly by Larry Allen, the right offensive tackle on William Fuller.
He's the man filling in for Eric Williams. Second down and 1. Here's Emmett Smith. Push back. See if his forward progress will give him the first down. William Thomas made the good play.
Oh, big Larry Allen was filling in for Eric Williams. Had a tough time last week sometimes against Reggie White. But this kid's going to be a pretty good football player. He's got some good feet. He's got a big body. And he'll come out. He's not afraid to smack you.
They're going to have a measurement.
And talking about that game on Thanksgiving Day when you saw how Larry Allen was thrown by that hump move of Reggie White. So I asked Nate Newton, I said, did you talk to him about it? He said, no, there was too many guys telling him what to do. The best thing to do is just leave him alone. You see they get the first down. And then he said he went over and he had him talk to Eric Williams. And the best point about that is when Eric Williams came in his first year, Reggie White did the same thing to him.
Charles Haley was telling us yesterday that you can't always do exactly what coaches say. You're out there in the line of fire and you have to use your own instincts.
Oh, yeah, it always comes down to improvise. I mean, you got to do whatever you can to get the job done.
Third quarter has been the Cowboys' quarter with 90 points, most in the NFL. They have a first down after the measurement in Eagle territory. Pete swings it out to Emmitt Smith, and he can't get by Vaughn Johnson.
Well, that's a nice play by Vaughn Johnson. I mean, that's about 270 pounds out there in the flat on Emmitt Smith. That's not an easy job. And then he's showing a little bit of that Pro Bowl form that he had for all those years. A one-on-one tackle in the open field is a very tough thing to do. But you see what he did was he made Emmitt Smith have to redirect instead of him having to redirect.
But Johnson and Sam Mills made a very effective inside linebacking core for the Saints for many years. Second and 12. Pete fires, knocked away. And making the defensive play was Mark McMillan. Intended for Harper.
There's time to throw that ball. And a lot of stuff going on down there with Bud Carson and all the mix-ups he's doing. He's playing zones. He's playing matchup zones. He's been blitzing them. He's been dropping off. He's playing that 4 across. He's been doing all kinds of things to try to confuse Pete, to make him stay within that scheme.
And Ernie Zampese on the left, matching wits with him as the offensive coordinator. Pete is going deep for Michael Irvin. And Irvin has made the catch in the middle of 2 defenders, including Jackson and McMillan. A sensational catch once more for Michael Irvin for a gain of 37.
And again, just a jump ball. McMillan knows he has help inside from the safety. And so it's even. They just throw the ball up high. Look at that. I mean, that's not good X's and O's, or that's not all that figuring out. All that is just throw the ball up and let the bigger man win. That's good football right there.
And Rodney Peete has brought the Cowboys down to the Eagle 14. Emmitt Smith with a gain of 1. Vaughn Johnson again on the tackle. Well, you can't talk about the short defenders for the Eagles on that last play because Jackson is 6'1", the safety, and the good timing that time by Michael Irvin.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the guy has it. I mean, that's why they throw it up there. I mean, that's why it's good football. If you have the guy who has that ability, heck, use it. And that's credit to Rodney Peete to just go ahead up there and throw it high. Let him go up and get the ball.
Jackson got over there a little too late. Second down and 9. Pass out to Emmitt Smith inside the 10. And he is pushed out of bounds by Michael Zordich. Stops the clock, 2:27 remaining in the third quarter, and a gain of 8 yards.
Well, you know what? We saw Ernie Zampese and said matching wits with Bud Carson. What he's doing now is he's putting motion all through that offense. And he's trying to decipher what that defense is sending out there to see if you're getting a matchup zone, to see if you're getting a regular zone, to see if there's a straight man. When they motion the man out of the backfield, then that tells the quarterback the coverage, and then you're able to attack it better.
3rd down and 1. Ball at the 5. They give it to Emmitt Smith, and he'll get the first down with a pickup of about 2. Britt Hager and Bill Romanowski try to plug the middle. So far, no indication, and Emmitt Smith with his helmet off. Slow getting up. And he might have been shaken up somewhat.
Well, he took a shot in there. I think a big old Vaughn Johnson right in the middle. I think that's a pretty solid guy when you're running in there. And then Britt Hager will throw his whole body in as well. Watch Emmitt. He's just following the block of Johnson, and he cuts back inside, and Britt Hager's right there. And that's old Fridge. Heck, Fridge put half a pound of beef on him right there. I should say half a side of beef on him.
Side is more like it. It is a first down for the Cowboys. 1st and goal. Emmitt Smith going to the sideline. They're checking his left eye, it appears. Lincoln Coleman has replaced him. There you see the Eagles substitutions. Tommy Jeter and Mike Flores in. 1st and goal on the Eagles 3. There's Lincoln Coleman, dives to about the 2. Andy Harmon got there.
Andy Harmon there and Vaughn Johnson right in the middle. And they brought Vaughn Johnson in here for short yardage and goal line initially. And I think eventually they'll get more out of him. But now Vaughn Johnson is a smart guy, so he knows when Lincoln Coleman comes in that Coleman is most effective between the tackles. And he's not going to try to stretch it outside as Emmitt Smith would. So now you just load it up and you fire your gun between the tackles.
2nd down and goal at the 2. Dallas over 100 yards this quarter. Coleman, no gain. And it's 3rd down.
Again, that was inside, and now that hasn't worked 2 times in a row, so on comes Emmitt Smith. And this is emotional time right now. This is a big down for the Philadelphia Eagles.
See what Bud Carson has up his sleeve. 3rd and goal, the ball at the 2. And a bootleg. Rodney Peete looking and running, and he's not going to get there. 4th down. Vaughn Johnson again activated for the first time since he was signed 3 weeks ago, and he's a factor out there.
Yeah, he's a factor along with Greg Townsend getting over there, and a nice job of cat and mouse right here by Bill Romanowski. Vaughn Johnson, watch him go for it, but he's deep enough to be able to make the adjustment. So then he goes back outside, and watch Bill Romanowski buy the time and then allow people to come over and get it on the play.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. The Cowboys 21, the Eagles 13. Fox NFL Sunday will continue after these messages from your local Fox station. It's 4th down for the Cowboys, and Chris Boniol is on to try a field goal. It is an 18-yard attempt. Jay Novacek, the holder. Boniol's first attempt today. And the kick is good, and the Cowboys have added to their lead, now lead 24-13. Well, tonight on The Simpsons, Homer discovers a magic potion that turns him from a dud to a stud. Catch a brand new episode of The Simpsons at 8, 7 Central, part of a full hour, followed by Married with Children and The George Carlin Show, tonight on Fox. Now the Eagles with a full quarter to work, trailing by 11. They have never led in this game. The closest they have gotten was 7-3 early in the 2nd quarter. One time they trailed 21-6 and have come back.
And a couple of big plays in the passing game. Jump balls to Michael Irvin really has been the difference in this football game. And then the penalties. The Eagles have killed themselves with the penalties.
44-yard pass to